Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today's video is gonna be a new series, Coaster Tournaments. And today's topic is gonna be what's the best wooden coaster in the world. So what I have done is I've taken the top 16 golden ticket wooden coasters that they rank them as, and I have put them in a bracket. Today is gonna be part 1. We are going to be going through round 1, and we are going to have 8 head-to-head matchups. I have not personally ridden all of these wooden coasters, so I cannot say whether which one is better or not. I've ridden some of them, so I have based this off of a point system that we will get to into our first head-to-head matchup. So I'm going to start doing the seeds. Please don't bash me in the comments about this. This isn't my seeding. This is golden tickets. You can go look it up. They're not very smart when it comes to ranking things. They still think Millennium Force is the second best coaster in the world. And they think T-Express isn't as good as Racer at King's Dominion. So, they have some issues there. So now, let's get into seed 1. In the number 1 spot, we have Phoenix. Yes, Phoenix. This is at Knoebels, and it's good. It provides some good air, but does it really deserve the number 1 spot? Probably not. And in the number 2 spot, we have none other than the Voyage at Holiday World. I think this is a great placement. Great wooden coaster here. Nothing bad to say about this. And in the number 3 spot, we got the one, the only, Toro. Great ride here. Should probably be the number 1, but it's fine. So now let's get into the number 4 seed. Boulder Dash at Lake Compounds. Nice wooden coaster. It should be a lot further back. I don't understand why it's so far up. But it's still a good ride. Good airtime. Goes through the woods. So, yeah. And coming in at our 5 seed is the one, the only, the Beast at Kings Island. Longest wooden coaster in the world. So, definitely get some points there. But it does not deserve the number 5 spot. Another flaw with golden ticket. And coming in the number 6 seed, we have at Knott's Berry Farm, Ghost Rider. Good position, good spot here. I gotta say, it's pretty good. It's not the greatest spot, but it's not bad. So now, let's get into our 7 seed. Lightning Rod. Don't really understand why this is 7. Should be a lot higher, 2 or 3. Golden ticket. Doesn't really make that much sense. Like, the Beast is over this. Come on, golden ticket. You can do a little bit better than that. And now, coming in our 8 seed, we have the first wooden coaster to feature 3 inversions. Outlaw Run at Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri. Good ride here. Nothing bad to say about it. Pretty good placement. I think it's okay. And now, coming in at our number 9 seed, in Waldameer, Ravine Flyer 2. Doesn't really deserve this placement. It's a good ride. Doesn't deserve this placement, though. And now, at Kings Island, coming in the number 10 seed, we have Mystic Timbers. A fantastic GCI. I say this is a great placement. It's one of the top tier GCIs, and I think it very much deserves this spot. And now, at Dollywood, the number 11 seed, Thunderhead. Good ride here. I'd say it deserves that spot. Good spot. And now, coming in the 12 seed, at California's Great America, Gold Striker. I think this should be ahead of Thunderhead, but it's not an awful placement, so I'll take it. And now, coming in at the number 13 seed, in Switzerland at Leesburg, we have Boulder, an Intamin prefabricated wooden coaster. Nothing like Toro, but still a great ride here. And now, coming in the 14 seed, we have none other than Lightning Racer at Hershey Park in Pennsylvania. Okay-ish placement. I really like this coaster, but it doesn't deserve a 14 seed. Maybe like a 17, 18 seed. And now, coming in the 15 seed, we have Shivering Timbers at Michigan's Adventure. And now, our last coaster to make this list that barely made the cut. Originally, I was going to do this as 15, but then I changed my mind because this coaster is so good, it could possibly win the competition. Wildfire at Colmartin. Really? Really, Golden Ticket? This is your number 16? Really? Job well done. This should probably be 1 or 2. So, don't really understand what they're thinking there. So now, I'm going to show you a quick bracket, and we're going to get into these head-to-head matchups. So in the top left corner, you can see Phoenix going up against Wildfire. And below that, Outlaw Run going up against Ravine Flyer 2. And right below that, the Beast going up against Gold Striker. And at the bottom left corner, we have Boulder Dash going up against Boulder. And now let's make our way all the way up to the top right corner with the 2-seed Voyage facing the 15-seed Shivering Timbers, the 7-seed Lightning Rod facing the 10-seed Mystic Timbers, and below that, the 3-seed Toro versus the 14-seed Lightning Racer and the 6-seed Ghost Rider versus the 11-seed Thunderhead. So now let's get into our first head-to-head matchup. So in our first head-to-head matchup, we have Phoenix versus Wildfire. Two fantastic coasters. Phoenix is the 1 seed, Wildfire is 16 seed. So let's see what happens. So I'm basing, as I said before, off of a point system using different categories. So the categories will be duration, speed, height, smoothness, airtime, drop, pacing, intensity, inversions, the view that you get from the top, and theming if necessary. This means if I can't use one of the categories or there is a tie, I'll then resort to theming as the 11th. So, in terms of duration, Phoenix is timed out at 1:15 and Wildfire timed out at 1:05. So Phoenix will be getting the point for this. In terms of speed, Wildfire goes 71 miles per hour and Phoenix goes only 45 miles per hour. So Wildfire will be getting the point. In terms of height, Phoenix is 78 feet tall and Wildfire is 184 feet tall. So Wildfire will be getting the height. I'm getting the point. In terms of smoothness, Wildfire is an RMC and Phoenix is a PTC or CCI. Comment down below what it is. I kind of forgot what it is. So Wildfire will obviously be getting the point. In terms of airtime, Wildfire is not mainly based on airtime, while Phoenix mainly is. So Phoenix will be getting the point for this. In terms of drop, Wildfire has an amazing first drop. Larger, better, more airtime, so Wildfire will be getting the point. In terms of pacing, Wildfire is non-stop, while Phoenix has those long turnarounds that take a while, so Wildfire will be getting the point. In terms of intensity, Wildfire has 4 Gs. I could not find the intensity for Phoenix, but I assume that Wildfire is more intense, so Wildfire will be getting the point. And as you can see, it is now 6-2. In terms of inversions, Wildfire has 3 inversions, while Phoenix has none. So Wildfire will be getting the point. And in terms of the view from the top, Wildfire has one of the all-time greatest coaster views ever from the top of a coaster. Beautiful lake. So Wildfire will be getting the point. And now, as you see, Wildfire has won 8-2, with the major upset on the 1 seed. So yay for Wildfire. And now, let's get into our next matchup. In this matchup, we will be going with the 8 seed Outlaw Run versus the 9 seed Ravine Flyer 2. And we'll see which one comes on top. Like I said before, the category and all that. So, in terms of duration, Outlaw Run times out at 40 seconds, and Ravine Flyer 2 times out at 1 minute. So Ravine Flyer 2 will be getting the first point. In terms of speed, Outlaw Run goes at top speed of 65 miles per hour, while Ravine Flyer 2 only goes 60 miles per hour. So Outlaw Run will be getting the point. Tie game here. In terms of height, Outlaw Run is 108 feet tall, and Ravine Flyer 2 is only 85. So Outlaw Run will be getting the point. In terms of smoothness, Outlaw Run is an RMC, and Ravine Flyer 2 is a gravity group. So I'm obviously going to give it to the RMC. Outlaw Run gets another point. 3-1 here. In terms of airtime, Outlaw Run is not mainly based on airtime. It is based on some crazy inversions and some crazy transitions, while Ravine Flyer 2 has tons of airtime. So I will be giving the point to Ravine Flyer 2. 3-2 here. And then, in terms of drop, Outlaw Run has the better drop because it goes up and over the second hump and then goes down, so it provides more airtime. So Outlaw Run will be getting the point. In terms of pacing, Outlaw Run never stops at any moment, while Ravine Flyer 2 slows down towards the end, so Outlaw Run will be getting the point here. In terms of intensity, I was not able to find the exact keys that each of these coasters have, but I am assuming Outlaw Run is more intense because it is an RMC and has some more crazier elements. So I will be giving Outlaw Run a point. And now you can see it's 6-2. Outlaw Run is pulling away here. In terms of inversion, I'm going to give the point to Outlaw Run because it has 3 inversions, while Ravine Flyer 2 has no inversions. So Outlaw Run has 7 points now. And the last category, the view that you get from the top, I will be giving to Ravine Flyer 2 because it has a great view at the tippy-tip top where you can see Lake Erie. So as you can see, the final score is 7-3. Outlaw Run has come on top and is the winner for this round. So now let's get into our next matchup. In this next matchup, the Beast, the 5 seed, will be going against the 12 seed Gold Striker. Let's see which one comes out on top. The Beast has a duration of 2 minutes and 10 seconds, while Gold Striker has a duration of 47 seconds, so the point will be going to the Beast. In our next category, the Beast has a speed of 65 miles per hour, while Gold Striker has a speed of 54 miles per hour, so the point will be going to the Beast. The Beast is 110 feet tall, while Gold Striker is only 108 feet tall, so the point will be going to the Beast. As you can see, the Beast is kind of pulling away here. Gold Striker really needs a point up on the board. In terms of smoothness, Gold Striker is a newer GCI, while the Beast is an older wooden coaster built by Kings Island, so I will be giving the point to Gold Striker. In terms of airtime, both of these rides don't have much airtime. The Beast doesn't really have any, while Gold Striker has a little bit, so I will be giving the point to Gold Striker. In terms of drop, the Beast has a drop that's not very steep but goes into a tunnel, while Gold Striker has a drop that's kind of half enclosed and is steeper, so I will be giving the point to Gold Striker. As you can see, Gold Striker has caught back up. In terms of pacing, the Beast is a little sluggish towards the end and in the middle section, while Gold Striker never stops for the 47 seconds, so I will be giving the point to Gold Striker. Gold Striker has made a full comeback and is now ahead. In terms of intensity, the Beast is 3.6 Gs, while Gold Striker is 4.2, so I will be giving the point to Gold Striker. Gold Striker kind of pulling away here. In terms of inversions, there are none on either of these rides, so we will not be counting that. And in terms of view, from the Beast, you can get a great view of the woods, and Gold Striker, because it's enclosed, you can't get any view, so I will be giving the point to the Beast. And now, because the inversions, we couldn't do inversions, I will be going to theming. And the problem with theming is there's no theming for either of these rides. They both have signs, and that's it. So I can't really do either of these. So the final score is 5-4 Gold Striker as the winner with a major upset, 12-5 upset here. Now, let's get into our next matchup. So now in this matchup, Boulder Dash will be facing Boulder. Boulder Dash is the 4 seed, Boulder is the 13 seed. Let's see who comes out on top. In terms of duration, Boulder Dash is 1 minute and 20 seconds long, while Boulder is only 1 minute and 10 seconds long, so I'll be giving the point to Boulder Dash. In terms of speed, Boulder Dash is 60 miles per hour and Boulder is only 56 miles per hour, so I'll be giving the point to Boulder Dash. In terms of height, Boulder Dash is 110 feet tall, while Boulder is 118 feet tall, so I'll be giving the point to Boulder. In terms of smoothness, Boulder is an intimate prefabricated wooden coaster, so I will be giving the point to Boulder. So now we have a tie game here. In terms of airtime, Boulder provides some good airtime, but there's a lot more bank turns than airtime in the ride, while Boulder Dash has the whole last set of airtime hills, which looks insane. So I will be giving the point to Boulder Dash. In terms of drop, Boulder Dash has a more vertical drop that goes down and then curves, while Boulder has a more of like a gradual twisted drop, so I'll be giving the point to Boulder Dash. Boulder Dash kind of taking this away, winning 4-2 here. In terms of pacing, Boulder Dash never stops throughout the entire ride, while Boulder stalls a little bit towards the end, so I'll be giving the point to Boulder Dash. In terms of intensity, I will be giving the point to Boulder because it looks a lot more intense than Boulder Dash. These parks have not released the amount of G-force under both these rides, so I cannot tell you exact, but it looks like Boulder is a more intense ride. So Boulder will be getting the point. In terms of view, Boulder has more of an enclosed drop, so you don't really get a view, while Boulder Dash has a more open drop, so you can get a great view, and Boulder Dash will be taking the point. So now, inversions. Neither of these rides have inversions, so we cannot use that. And now, in our last category, we can do theming, because we didn't use inversions, but neither of these rides have theming, so we're just not even going to use that. So Boulder Dash is the winner, 6-3 over Boulder. Now let's get into our next matchup. In this matchup, we will have the Voyage versus Shivering Timbers. The Voyage is a gravity group at Holiday World, and Shivering Timbers is, I forget exactly what it is, I think it's a CCI. Yeah, it's a CCI at Michigan's Adventure. So let's get right into this matchup. In terms of duration, the Voyage has a duration of 140 seconds, while Shivering Timbers has a duration of only 1 minute and 35 seconds, so the point will be going to the Voyage. In terms of speed, the Voyage goes 65 miles per hour, while the Shivering Timbers goes 57 miles per hour, so the point will be going to the Voyage. In terms of height, the Voyage goes 163 feet in the air, while Shivering Timbers is only 122 feet tall, so the Voyage will be getting the point. In terms of smoothness, the Voyage is a gravity group, which is known to be a very smooth company, very smooth track there, while Shivering Timbers is a CCI, and they're not as smooth. The track there is not as smooth. So this point will be going to the Voyage. Voyage is starting to pull away here. In terms of airtime, Shivering Timbers is mainly based on airtime, but I've heard that you don't get as much airtime as you think you do. So I will be giving this point to the Voyage because it is mainly based around airtime, and I've heard that there's a lot of it on it. So the Voyage will be getting another point. In terms of drop, the Voyage has a steeper drop, so I will be giving the point to the Voyage. In terms of pacing, the Voyage is non-stop when those trims are off, while Shivering Timbers stalls towards the end near the helix, so I'll be giving the point to the Voyage. 7-0 lead here. In terms of intensity, the Voyage has 4 Gs, while Shivering Timbers has 3.8 Gs, so I'll be giving the point to the Voyage. 8-0. Neither of these coasters have inversion, so we will not be covering that category. And in terms of view, Shivering Timbers has a view of a lake and a parking lot, while the Voyage has a view of some woods, but I will be giving this to Shivering Timbers because it has a cool little body of water right next to it. So Shivering Timbers picked up its first point. And in terms of theming, I will be giving this point to the Voyage because it is located in Holiday World, which is a very well-themed park. So the Voyage is the winner by a lot. So now let's get into the next matchup. Our next matchup is Ghost Rider versus Thunderhead. Ghost Rider is the 6th seed, while Thunderhead is an 11th seed. So let's get into this matchup. Ghost Rider has a duration of 1 minute and 40 seconds, while Thunderhead has a duration of only 56 seconds, so Ghost Rider will be getting the point. Ghost Rider has a speed of 56 miles per hour, while Thunderhead has a speed of 54 miles per hour, so Ghost Rider will be getting the point. In terms of height, Ghost Rider is 118 feet tall, while Thunderhead is 100 feet tall, so Ghost Rider will be getting the point. In terms of smoothness, Ghost Rider was recently retracked while Thunderhead was not, so Ghost Rider will be getting the point here. 4-0 Ghost Rider. In terms of airtime, Thunderhead does not focus on airtime, instead it focuses on high intense bank turns, so Ghost Rider will be getting the point for airtime because it is strictly based on airtime. In terms of drop, Ghost Rider has a cool kind of enclosed drop, while Thunderhead has a twisty drop. So I will be giving Ghost Rider another point. 6-0 Ghost Rider. In terms of pacing, Ghost Rider slows down a little bit at one of its turnarounds, while Thunderhead goes through the whole layout without stopping at all, without even slowing down a little bit, so I'll be giving Thunderhead its first point. In terms of intensity, I was not able to seek out the amount of Gs each of these coasters have, but I assume Thunderhead is a lot more intense due to those bank turns, while Ghost Rider is mainly based on airtime. So Thunderhead will be getting its second point. Can Thunderhead make a comeback? We'll see. In terms of inversions, neither of these rides have inversions. So we're skipping that. In terms of view, you can get a pretty good view from the top of Ghost Rider. So I'll be giving the point to Ghost Rider. In terms of theming, because we skipped inversions, Thunderhead has a station flyby, and the station is a little bit themed, along with the queue. So I will be giving Thunderhead a point. As you can see, the final score is 7-3, which means Ghost Rider is our winner. So now let's get into the next matchup. So in this matchup, we will have the 3-seed El Toro going against the 14-seed Lightning Racer at Hershey Park. So let's get right into this. In terms of duration, El Toro has a duration of 1 minute, while Lightning Racer has a duration of 1 minute and 25 seconds, so the point will be going to Lightning Racer. In terms of speed, El Toro goes 70 miles per hour, while Lightning Racer goes 51 miles per hour, so the point will be going to El Toro. We're all tied up here. In terms of height, El Toro goes 181 feet in there, while Lightning Racer is only 90 feet tall, so the point will be going to El Toro, taking a slight lead here. In terms of smoothness, El Toro is an Intamin prefabricated wooden coaster, while Lightning Racer is a GCI, and these Intamin prefabricated wooden coasters are very smooth, so I will be giving the point to El Toro. In terms of airtime, Lightning Racer is not strictly based on airtime and more on the bank turns in the race that you're going through, while El Toro has some of the greatest airtime moments in the world. So the point will obviously be going to El Toro. So El Toro is starting to pull away a little bit. In terms of drop, Lightning Racer is a good drop, but El Toro has probably one of the top 3 drops ever on any coaster, anywhere. It whips you to the side and throws you over the edge. Go watch my El Toro review. I rave about that drop. So El Toro will obviously be getting the point. In terms of pacing, Lightning Racer slows down a couple times throughout the layout, while El Toro hauls through the entire layout. So El Toro will be getting the point. In terms of intensity, El Toro has 4.4 Gs, while Lightning Racer only has 3.6 Gs, so El Toro will be getting the point. In terms of inversions, Lightning Racer does not have any inversions, and so does El Toro, so this will not count. In terms of view, El Toro has a great view of Kingda Ka and the surrounding area, and Bizarro, while Lightning Racer doesn't have that good of a view, so I'll be giving the point to El Toro. In terms of theming, Lightning Racer doesn't really have theming, while El Toro has a whole plaza built around it and a cool station, so I'll be giving the point to El Toro. As you can clearly see, in a blowout fashion, El Toro has won this matchup. So yay for El Toro. So now let's get into our next matchup. So in our next matchup, we will have the 7-seed Lightning Rod go against the 10-seed Mystic Timbers. 2 great coasters, but only one will come on top. So let's see how this goes. In terms of duration, Lightning Rod has a duration of 1 minute and 5 seconds, while Mystic Timbers has a duration of only 50 seconds. So Lightning Rod will be getting the point here. 1-0 Lightning Rod. In terms of speed, Lightning Rod goes 73 miles per hour, while Mystic Timbers goes only 53 miles per hour, so not Mystic Timbers, Lightning Rod will be getting the point here. 2-0 Lightning Rod. In terms of height, Lightning Rod is 207 feet tall, while Mystic Timbers is only 109 feet tall, so Lightning Rod will be getting the point. In terms of smoothness, RMCs are usually very smooth, which Lightning Rod is, but I've heard that Lightning Rod does have a couple of rough patches, while Mystic Timbers is a glossy, smooth GCI, so Mystic Timbers will be getting the point here. In terms of airtime, Lightning Rod, other than that quad down, does not have much airtime. That quad down is extremely strong airtime and provides some great ejector. But a ride like Mystic Timbers is mainly based on airtime and has lots of it throughout the entire ride, so I would be giving the point to Mystic Timbers. Mystic Timbers is kind of catching up here. So now in terms of drop, Mystic Timbers has a sideways drop right off the lift hill, while Lightning Rod launches up, goes down a little hill, and then comes back up and provides some great airtime on the drop, so I will obviously be giving it to Lightning Rod. In terms of pacing, Lightning Rod never stops throughout the ride. You feel like you're flying the whole entire time, while Mystic Timber slows down a little bit towards one section of the ride, so the point will be going to Lightning Rod. In terms of intensity, I was not able to get the exact intensity on either of these rides, or the G-force on either of these rides, so in pure guess, Lightning Rod goes faster and has more crazy elements, so I will be guessing Lightning Rod is more intense. In terms of inversions, neither of these rides have inversions, so this will not count. And in terms of view, Lightning Rod has a great view of the woods, while Mystic Timbers has a good view of Diamondback. So I'll be giving the point to Lightning Rod. And because we did not cover the inversions category, I will be going over theming. Lightning Rod is located in Dollywood, and Dollywood has great theming. Even though Mystic Timbers has good theming with the shed and everything, Lightning Rod's theming is still better, so it will get the point. As you can see, the final score is 8-2. So Lightning Rod is the winner today and is moving on to the second round. So I just want to show you the bracket again and show you where we've got. So to recap, Wildfire has beaten Phoenix. Major upset there. Outlaw Run has beaten Ravine Flyer 2 and will play Wildfire in the next round. Gold Striker has beaten the Beast and moving on, major upset. And Boulder Dash has beaten Boulder to face Gold Striker in the second round. Voyage has defeated Shivering Timbers. Lightning Rod has defeated Mystic Timbers, advances to the second round, and plays the Voyage. And Toro has beaten Lightning Racer and advanced to the second round. And Ghost Rider has beaten Thunderhead and also advanced to the second round. So, yeah, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you guys for bearing with me through this incredibly long video. This is only part 1 of 3, so stay tuned for the next 2 parts. I'll have them coming out very soon on my channel. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. I've been very busy with this video. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.